Giambra is the referee. We cannot quite pick up the comments by Joey Giambra, who was a pretty good middleweight fighter in his day a few years back.
Well, you look at that Norton, you got to believe that he was right at the top of the line when they gave out body parts.
Yeah, doesn't it embarrass you when he takes off his robe? Me too.
Yeah.
Unreal.
He was a Marine. He was a baseball player. He got a football scholarship to Northeast Missouri State. Ran the low hurdles, discus. What else can he do?
Anything he wants.
That's right.
Standard joke, right?
Round one.
Zanon said coming into this fight that he'd have to rely on his speed, that he was not a puncher. So we don't expect to see him even try to swap with Norton.
Norton is 223. Zanon is 207. Norton was 32 in August. Zanon just celebrated his 26th birthday last Saturday. Both are 6'3" in height. At least that is how they are listed. Left hand by Norton. Caught Zanon backing away. We just past the 1 minute mark into round one, which means that Norton, should he stop Zanon, I'm not saying he will, but should he won't eclipse that 58 seconds recorded against Bobby.
Last fight, we just had time for that station break. That's all.
Identify the color of the trunks, and that was it, huh?
That's it.
Round one of a scheduled 10-rounder between Ken Norton and Lorenzo Zanon. If you've just joined us, Jimmy Young took a 10-round decision over Jody Ballard in the previous fight. Right here on Night on the Heavyweights. Night with the Heavyweights on NBC here in Las Vegas.
Zanon isn't exactly on a bicycle. He's going after him.
Surprisingly so.
Really?
Zanon has a record of 20 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 7 knockouts among those 20 wins. Norton, 38 and 4, of which 31 have been in knockouts. He sure did.
One of Zanon's victories was over Alfredo Evangelista, the man who went 15 rounds with Ali. Zanon took him out in 8.
I'll tell you right now, I got to give this round to Zanon.
As a young lady goes around the ring between rounds holding up a card, indicating what the next round is going to be, Zanon was watching her. Miffed. Giambra says, all right, Kenny, cool down. Kenny got miffed and would try to impale him on the ring post. Slipped inside that left.
I think it's the other side of the coin. Ali says that Norton's style bothers him. I think Zanon's style is bothering Norton. Can't hit him. Yet.
Missed with an overhand right.
Missed badly.
Zanon won the first round, 15 points to 12 points in the must-buy 5-point must-winning system. This is scheduled to go 10. For those of you who might have just joined us, mandatory 8 count on a knockdown and 3 knockdowns in 1 round. That rule has been waived.
For you expert fight fans, Norton's corner is hollering right hand inside. Right hand inside. Right hand inside.
not too well. Right now, Zanon is leading 30 to 26. 30 to 26, a 4-point lead for Zanon. Picked up one more point there in the second round.
We classify that as a surprise, but we also recall that Mr. Ballard was leading Mr. Young by about the same margin at this point in their play.
Got a score here, guys. Baltimore won the first game 6-5. They lead in the second one 3-1 at the end of 6 1/2. Yankees beat the Red Sox 2-0.
Earl Weaver's no names continue to do it.
I'll tell you, that'll be a big game Saturday. Baltimore and Boston, and New York and Detroit. That's the game of the week.
Zanon's corner yelling out there to use his left. Charlie Cantor's his trainer. And he speaks English as well. Left hook by Norton right above us caught Zanon coming in. We are in round 3. Zanon has a 4-point lead at this point.
I'm surprised at Zanon's lack of respect for Kenny's punching power, really. Not that he's walking into the face of anything, but really he has shown no reluctance to come on in and throw what he wants to.
Muhammad Ali's prediction that Zanon would fall in 2 is going by the board. Shaver said 3. We are now in the third. Ernie watching back in Youngstown, and Muhammad watching on NBC back in Wilkes-Barre.
Corner's hollering, don't wait, go to the body, but Zanon is hitting and running.
Norton's starting to chase. He slipped. Norton slipped and went into a headlock by Zanon. Round 3. Ooh, a couple of left hands by Norton caught Zanon as they were swinging each other around there.
Kenny's a little strong, isn't he? He just swung Lorenzo there and took the other hand and whacked him.
That weighs it now 223 to 207. For those of you, we'll recap what's happened in our program tonight on Night in Boxing. Brian, you want to do that?
Okay, in our first bout, Leroy Jones stopped Greg Johnson, unanimous decision. Larry Holmes stopped Young Sanford, the 7th round TKO, 47 seconds into that round. Ron Lyle won a majority decision over Stan Ward, very close decision, contested one. And Jimmy Young came on strong to pull out a decision over Jody Ballard. Now we're watching Lorenzo Zanon holding a lead, surprising lead, over Ken Norton.
Norton's starting to double up, though. He hooked a good slice.
Neither man has been down. We are now in the 4th round. Lorenzo Zanon, many said wouldn't last the first round with Norton. The young man who was a pretty good fullback in soccer and growing up in a little small village in Italy has taken the lead and held it. By Zanon. Pulls that left out. Backs away from the left, and a hard left hand thrown by Norton. Catches him on the side. And again, referee Joey Giambra breaks him up. Norton with a tremendous right hand. Caught Zanon on the jaw. A tremendous right hand. We go into round 5.
He's got to open up right now.
That crunching right hand by Norton was still ruled an even round.
Kenny can't find him right now. He can't figure him out.
They want him to land body punches. The corner of Norton keeps powering up the middle, and he just can't seem to land.
Pull back and trigger on that right hand there. He We said it before, and maybe somebody knew something. Zanon was lined up to fight Ali in South Korea. Ali decided to take on Evangelista, a man that Zanon had beaten. Evangelista wound up going 15 rounds with Ali. Zanon is now leading in the 5th round here with Norton.
Kenny's
All
got
of it on the Night of the Heavyweights on NBC. Yes, Frank.
I was going to say, Kenny's got to be saying, I didn't need this kind of a test.
And Ali, who meets Ernie Shavers on the 29th of September, watching all of this back in Pennsylvania.
It's not enough for Norton to win. He's got to win decisively because he's at the peak of his career. This should be almost like an elimination bout, as Jimmy Young referred to it. He's got to win decisively. Come on, work, baby. Get off first. Get off first.
Overhand right by Norton. Now he's
left hand was a little low.
Zanon's trying to throw some of his own counterattack here. Norton finally has found Zanon. Now what do you do?
The body. He's doubling up with the body.
Right hand overhand to the side of the head. And Zanon down he goes here in round 5. A tremendous right hand. Zanon is looking at referee Joey Giambra. Pulls himself up with one hand on the strand. Let's see if he can keep his...
He better get on a bike right now.
Norton going to work on him. Right.
Down at the bell.
Down he went at the bell. Zanon is on his back. Lorenzo Zanon is on his back at the end of round 5. Second time he's gone
He's
down
not going to make
a
it.
minute or so. It's
He's
all
not
over.
going to make it.
It's all over. And Kenny Norton has stopped Lorenzo Zanon here in the 5th round. Quite a finish to that fight after throwing it to Zanon and led by 5 points going into that 5th round. It was Kenny Norton coming back and a devastating right hand to the top of the head, knocked him down. He got up, closing seconds, and was unable to move it. Went down again at the closing moments of round 5.